Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. If you are new here, I would like to extend a very warm welcome to you. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you all so very much for your continued love and support. This message has found you today in the perfect timing of the universe. This is a channeled message for the Divine Feminine Collective today, although I will use some tarot cards because Spirit is asking me to do that to provide more information and insight for this reading today. And what I'm hearing at the moment coming in from Spirit is that waiting around for your divine counterpart to get their act together is exhausting for you, and it definitely tries your patience. Why haven't they woken up to the realization that what you share is real? And that instead of fighting and resisting your connection, they need to fight for you and for this connection. It is beyond frustrating. It has to be for all of you hearing this message today. Well, there is good news, Divine Feminine. For those of you that have been holding space for your Divine Masculine during this period of silence, this message is a thundercloud of truth. They are waking up because I just pulled the Tower card. Now, the Tower card should not be feared. It is about major change coming in from out of nowhere. Your person being struck by lightning, so to speak, or something that is definitely waking them up and shaking them up. The Tower is about sudden and swift change. Major changes because your person is having major realizations, epic breakthroughs, being able to see things clearly and having a greater understanding of this connection, of you and themselves. They see the truth and reality in everything with this major shift in perspective. Their eyes are being opened to the truth about you, the truth about your connection, but more importantly, the truth about themselves and all the reasons why they have been resisting and denying your connection. And that is because primarily of their fears and their illusions, but also old emotional wounds from the past that they've been dragging around with them for a very long time. Your person has perhaps rejection fears. Perhaps they have abandonment fears. Perhaps they don't feel worthy of you or of this relationship. Perhaps this person has never experienced real love and doesn't know how to express love, and so that is something that they're afraid of. Perhaps they're afraid of being vulnerable, seeing vulnerability as a weakness when in truth it is a strength. So your person is having a major shift in perspective here, and all of their fears, their illusions, their self-doubt, their self-sabotage, their old emotional baggage that they have been carrying with them for a very long time, like this big heavy weight, is all coming tumbling down. The wall they put between the two of you, that 10-foot thick stone wall that they built around their heart to protect themselves from being hurt, is also falling down and coming crumbling down around them even as we speak. Now, they have also had several or even many Tower moments during this time of separation. And they see the reality of their life right now. And it's not a very happy one for them. And by Tower moment, this goes beyond that awakening or the clarity or the shift in perspective. This is where they are feeling very low, where they are feeling a sense of sadness, sorrow, and desperation. And they are seeing the reality of their life right now. Your absence in their life is taking a toll on the Divine Masculine. They've experienced life without you, and they are experiencing it right now. And frankly, they hate it. It's terrible, and it's been making them more and more miserable with every passing day. They feel this sense of they don't know which direction to turn. They feel like they're walking in circles. There are times when they just sit on the sofa and stare at the wall because they are filled with this sense of despair, asking themselves, why? Why did I do this? This connection was so magical. It was so perfect, but yet I allowed those things swirling around in my head to get the better of me when I should have shut that off a long time ago and followed my heart. And this person is having to deal with the reality of their existence at the moment. The divine masculine is having to acknowledge that they've brought this upon themselves. They are feeling very low and very sorry for themselves at the moment because they are suffering the consequences of their choices, their actions, and their behaviors. Now I have pulled the Seven of Wands. This is a very powerful card, Divine Feminine. It tells us that your Divine Masculine is ready. They are ready to fight for you and for this connection and for the amazing future that you can have together, but also for the love between you that has been tested. Many times this person has tested this love, but it's never truly broken. Now they are ready to roll up their sleeves and do the heavy lifting. They know that after everything they did or failed to do, they do have a lot to make up for, and they know this. They realize this. They get that. They're hearing that loud and clear. They know they have a lot to prove to you to regain your trust and to believe that things are going to be better between the two of you. And they are willing to put forth the effort and the energy to make that happen, to regain your trust, to regain your respect, to regain your love if they have to, although in truth your love has never left them. And deep down in their heart and their soul, they truly know that, but they are willing to show up with courage, perseverance, and ready to fight for you and for this love. The Divine Masculine has spent a lot of time, energy, and effort trying to fight their feelings for you, trying to fight between their logical mind and the spiritual connection that connects the two of you. Their flight or fight response reared up and they took flight. But what I am hearing is that they have had their dark night of the soul, and boy, has it been rough, and that can be that tower moment that we talked about a little while ago. They have been forced to face their fears, and now instead of their fear of being hurt by you, of losing control of their emotions, or of what would happen if they decide to take this twin flame journey with you, they are now afraid of how empty their life will be without you, knowing they can't replace you, and how losing you will haunt them forever. So all the excuses they have given themselves for not reaching out, for all their bad behavior, for all the wrong choices they made, they are taking responsibility for them. They are going to own them. They are going to be accountable for these bad choices, for those low vibration behaviors, actions, and words, and perhaps even some toxic and dysfunctional ones as well. Because they are looking at all of this through a different lens now, and know that they must fix and repair what they broke, and fight for what they want, which is that Seven of Wands energy, fighting for what they want, which is to take the journey through life with you by their side. So they have been doing the hard work and taking the fight within themselves first. What I'm also hearing is that they have to fight the demons of their past, which affected your relationship in a very negative way. They have to fight hard to break the toxic patterns that have caused the trouble between the two of you. They have to fight back when they are triggered and handle those triggers in a more productive way or get rid of them altogether. They have to fight their urge to feel like they are in control all the time and instead just go with the flow. Just let things develop between the two of you naturally and organically, because that is how it should have been in the beginning anyway. But also in tandem with the universe, going with the flow of the divine, going with the flow of God, because there has always been and will always be divine guidance and protection in this connection for you and the Divine Masculine. They also have to fight their self-sabotage and their feelings of inadequacy and perhaps even lack of self-worth. They have to fight those around them that got in the way of your relationship, who were a bad influence, or perhaps were taking too much of their time, energy, and attention. They also have to fight their pride and stubbornness and stop making things worse when they are in the wrong by not taking accountability and instead dragging things out so much longer than they really need to be dragged out, right? There is a lot of fighting the Divine Masculine has had to do and will continue to do. And even though technically it is for them to make them a better, happier version of themselves, they had to do it as part of the fight to win you back, to be deserving of you, to win your trust, and to have a balanced relationship with you. They know that they're going to have to do the work, that they're going to have to win you back, and that is taking them putting forth the effort and energy to show you that they have changed, transformed, that they see things now with greater clarity and understanding, and that they are willing to fight the good fight and do whatever is necessary to show you that they are now willing to invest in this relationship, not just with their body and their mind, but also with their heart and their soul. This is about your person slaying the dragon within them. It is about them getting rid of their fears and insecurities. It is also about them, though, showing up for you by being dependable and reliable and determined to get back into your good graces and to win back your love, your trust, and your respect in them. Now I'm holding the Eight of Swords. And the Eight of Swords is about interference and perhaps external or internal influences interfering in this connection. And what I'm hearing is that the Divine Masculine has been dodging a lot of obstacles, some of their own making, some thrown by others who've wedged themselves between you. People, doubts, old patterns, they've all been in the way, clogging the path back to you. Yet through it all, their deep love and respect for you has stuck with them. They know who you are, your power, your grace, your worth, and it's for you. All this fighting will be worth it if they get to be with you, and that is something that they think about every day when they wake up, and the last thing that is on their mind when they go to sleep. They are fighting now for you, for this relationship, and for themselves, because they don't want anything or anyone to interfere with this relationship ever again. It is time for them to get out of this place of despair, out of these fears, out of these illusions, and embrace this connection so the two of you can move forward and continue this journey together. Now I am holding the Empress. So the Divine Masculine knows that you will not wait forever, Divine Feminine. They believe that you could easily attract someone else, and scared that you might already have moved on or considering moving on because perhaps your patience is wearing thin with them, or perhaps that you may already have turned your attention elsewhere, because let's be real, it's not like you couldn't. You're magnetic, a prize in your own right, and a force to be reckoned with. The Divine Masculine sees you as someone who is very nurturing, very capable, very caring. They see you as a leader. They see you as someone who makes things happen, that you are a mover and a shaker, and that you have this powerful energy about you. And oh, they miss that energy of you so much. They want to get back to this energy. They want to get back to this connection and back to you, because with the Empress being here, that is the embodiment of the Divine Feminine energy, actually. Your energy, the one they crave, the one they desire, the one that they want to connect to. And as this person spends time off and on throughout the day, and sometimes as they go to sleep at night, perhaps tossing and turning, they are afraid at times that they have blown it with you, that they've squandered their shot by dragging their feet because of their fears, their illusions, their doubt, external influences, all of this coming at your person, helping them see and understand that now is the time, that the time of all of this behavior, these childish ways, this immaturity, this running, this dodging, all of the obstacles and everything else that have been holding them back from you and this connection, it all needs to end now. Because this person does not want to lose you or lose their opportunity to build this powerful partnership with you. Now I am holding the Strength card. And well, strength speaks to the undeniable strength of this connection that you share with the Divine Masculine. They know that this isn't a casual fling or a passing spark or a situationship that is here between the two of you. It is a soul-deep tie that binds the two of you together. And they've been holding back. Maybe scared to leap, tangled up in their own head, which is also that Eight of Swords, that mental prison of their own making, listening to their fears, doubts, and illusions, instead of following their heart and listening to their soul. But all of that, all of those illusions, all of that doubt, all of those things that are tangled up in their head is also crumbling down now. The Divine Masculine is ready to face their fears, their own and the ones the world has tossed at them, because losing you is not an option that they can live with, and they certainly don't want to live without you. They love and adore you, your strength, your power, your confidence, your wisdom, your heart, the way you've kept your dignity through all of this. And that respect is driving them now. Courage, confidence, and power is building in your person, because with the Strength card being here, you have inspired them to grow, evolve, and change. You are a tremendous inspiration in this person's life. They see that now. They know that now. They understand this now. The stakes are high, Divine Feminine. And they are at their breaking point. The Divine Masculine is the one at the breaking point. They're not letting you go. Not without a fight. Not without showing you they are all in. With their mind, their body, their soul, and their heart. This separation has affected you both. For you, Divine Feminine, it's been a test of faith. A stretch of holding your own while they got themselves together and figured out what you already know. For them, it's been a mirror, reflecting all that they will miss out on if they don't grow and evolve and get on their true spiritual path. They are ready to tear down the walls, theirs and yours, and claim what's always been written in the stars for you both. Because as Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine coming together into this sacred union, you have a love destiny that has to be fulfilled for this lifetime. This is your message for today, Divine Feminine. Thank you all so much for listening and allowing us to share your journey. If you enjoyed this message, please take a moment to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. We appreciate all of you so very much. Blessings of peace, love, and light to all of you watching today. Have a blessed day, everyone.